I just had some questions, comments, and concerns from True's earlier live today. You know, the type of things that if you typed in his chat would get you blocked. So I decided to put it here, and I didn't want to leave like 50 million community posts addressing all this stuff. So here's my first question.
True, I like your content, brother. That's what's up. Now, some of my content you might not like. Now, what I would suggest you do, because I'm subject to block you, because if I was you, I wouldn't be on another man's platform with an avatar of yourself with your shirt off with some roses in your hand saying you like my content. That look kind of suspect, brother. I'm just letting you know.
Tyra seems really bothered by this avatar. I mean, it's just a guy with his shirt off holding a flower. I don't see the problem. It's just an avatar, man. He literally freaks out, goes into a whole thing about it, and feels that he has to mention that he's been in a 27-year beard relationship. It's not that serious, Tyra. It's really not that serious. It's just an avatar. It's not going to hurt you. Calm down.
But I got a beautiful wife for 27 years, so that ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no fucking way, boy. If it's you know what I mean. I'm just saying what I observe. It's just like it ain't looking on. Yeah, I mean. I'm just saying.
No! 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 Devil man! Devil 666, the mark of the beast! No! Naughty! Naughty jungle of love!
Aside from being tempted by men with no shirts on, I mean, Tyra has a pattern and a history of being disturbed by seeing a man with his shirt off. That aside, he also has a pattern and a history of failure in business. He fails to understand the laws of supply and demand. Let's have a listen to this and we'll make a comment.
Real American says, hold on. I've been buying black since the mid '90s. I wish more of us would do the same. True. Do you buy black often? I absolutely do. Like for instance, right? I do. I do. I do. I make merch too. I make hats. I make shirts. But nobody wants to support me in that venture, right? But I don't make white t-shirts. I don't make black t-shirts. You know, the shirts themselves, the fabric and all that. I don't make the blue t-shirts, the white t-shirts, the black t-shirts, the yellow t-shirts. I don't make the hats. I don't make none of that. So I have to buy that from somebody else. I have to buy that. And where I buy that from and get a good deal happens to be a different race of people because I don't know any black people that actually make actual white tees. I have to order them offline in bulk from a non-black company. The vinyl, the you know the brand new presses, the fucking um the presses, the cutting machine, for the vinyl, everything else, right? The decals that I put on vehicles, I have to buy that from a non-black company because I don't see any black companies selling that. But then I buy that from them, which means I have to support that. But then I go out and make my own merch. But then niggas don't support me and buy my fucking merch.
All right. So basically, Tyra doesn't sew. He doesn't stitch. He can't make his own t-shirts out of like fabric. He can't cut his own fabric. He can't make his own cutting machines. He can't make his own printing machines. He doesn't make his own vinyl. He doesn't make his own vinyl cutters. He doesn't make his own decals. Basically, what he does is he goes out and buys a bunch of t shirts in bulk and asks people what writing or what words they want on a shirt. He'll cut out the letters and then iron on the letters to a shirt that he bought wholesale from some warehouse. All of the above is impossible to find a black owned business that sells these things. But he was saying earlier how black Americans invented so many things like the bologna, fried bologna sandwich, but we can't seem to make our own t shirts and like vinyl to go on the shirts. All right, fine. Forget all that. You're getting all these things together. You're asking people what they want on shirts or making your own slogans or quotes or whatever and putting them on shirts. And you're upset because nobody supports you. Yet, Tyra fails to realize there's a million and one places out there that print shirts, that print words and whatever on shirts. Plus, nobody just wants words on their shirts. People want graphics. People want like Marvel characters or Disney characters or something like that. You don't do characters. You do none of the above. The supply for like shirts and all that stuff is overwhelming. It's huge. The demand for these shirts that just have letters on them, very small. Nobody wants that. You don't seem to get it though. And this is why you fail. What you're doing is the equivalent of going out, buying a bunch of light bulbs, and then having somebody call you and say, "Hey, my bathroom light bulb just burst." And you're like, "Well, I'll be right there. I'm going to charge you like $10 extra for this light bulb. I'm coming over though." So you come over, you take the $1 light bulb, you screw it in for the person, and charge them $10. And then you're mad when they don't use your service. There's a million places out there that do a better job than you do, Tyra. Matter of fact, I seem to remember when you were making items for Liz and for Sungrown and for Sunshine, you would make these things or procrastinate in making these things. You would take like 2 months to print and mail out their items. 2 to 3 months, and then apologize because it took so long because you were so busy online beefing with trolls. Well, we'll get into that. That's part of another thing that you said earlier. We'll get into that. For some reason, Tyra believes that he is entitled to put in minimum effort and receive maximum benefits. In the case of shirts and merch, he feels it's enough that he goes out and he buys a bunch of shirts and stuff and vinyl and a press, and people should just come to him. Forget about all the other sources, forget about all the other t shirts that are sold in stores. They should come to him because he's doing it himself and because he's black. This also goes with the stuff that he sells online. He thinks just because he buys a pallet of stuff that people returned and didn't want it, now that he's selling it, he thinks that he should get the same price that it's going for in stores. Makes zero sense. But let's listen to this right here.
But we should be willing to support our own fucking people, man. Real facts. You put a black food trailer up next to a white food trailer, all the niggas gonna buy from the motherfucking white people. That's how niggas is, man. Because they thinking they making the nigga rich, but then you gonna not buy from them because you don't want to make them rich or let them eat, but you'll buy from the white people to make them rich and let them eat. This is how niggas is, man. They mind is fucked up, bro. Most niggas mind is fucked up. But yes, I do support Black Hawk.
Tyra sells returned merchandise, stuff that was probably defective or broken or used. He bought it off a pallet and he sells this stuff to people. No receipt, no return policy, no warranty. If you want to get your money back, he said himself, you better come with a gun because that's the only way you're getting it. He takes forever to ship the items to you. If you ask him for a better price or to clarify something or to explain something about the item, he gets mad, probably curses you out, and then blocks you. This is his level of customer service. With his food truck, he says if you put a black owned food truck next to a white owned food truck, everyone's going to go to the white person. Well, if the black person is set up like you set up, look at your trailer. Look at his trailer. It's open air. It's got no sink. It's got no refrigeration. What is that? When he takes the trailer home, it sits in his backyard where the dogs pee, where the dogs defecate. He has rats that run around, bugs. The thing doesn't get cleaned. It's outside. It might even have a little paint on it. It's exposed to the open air. You can't even store it in a shed or a warehouse or someplace sanitary after like cleaning it. Give it a good clean down and then store it someplace. You're cooking people's food on this. You don't even clean it. You don't even clean it. And this is a person who has admitted on several occasions that he likes to be dirty, that he doesn't take a shower. Trolls have spent years berating him and ridiculing him just to get him to wash his hands after he goes to the bathroom. And this man wants to go out and just throw a couple of things on the grill, put it in a plastic container, and expect to get the same money as other people that have these enclosed trucks, refrigerated trucks, trucks with sinks, trucks where you can go and you can look on the side of the truck and know exactly what type of food you're getting. They provide menus. They provide shelter from weather. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. I don't really like eating food off the street to begin with, but if I had to, it's going to be off one of these trucks as opposed to some guy who cut a barrel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh, the thought. He cut a barrel in half and he stuck it on the back of a freaking wagon. And he's dirty. He's surly. He doesn't wash his hands. He's got like nasty looking teeth. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm getting waves of nausea just thinking about it. This is why. Okay, this is why when you see two trailers or two food trucks sitting next to each other, you choose one over the other. One looks professional. Okay? One looks clean. The other guy is there dirty with a gun and a mean look on his face, serving you open air food. And it's just the grimiest looking trailer ever. He doesn't seem to understand this. This is a great concern because it's a great recipe for food poisoning. But he doesn't understand. He believes just because he's black, all the black people should be lining up to get his food and not everyone else's food that have the really nice looking clean trucks with the graphics on the side and the menus and all that stuff. No, no, no. They should forget all that and they should go buy food from him. Now that's entitlement right there. And these are all the things that you can't say on Tyra's page, on his chat, because you will get blocked, even though it is 100% the truth.